Hey everyone. So, the gang recorded this episode, and it was a barely contained 2 hour tirade with many, many divergences from the main topic at hand. So, while I work on trimming that down, in the meantime, enjoy the gang trying to end an episode coherently.
Oh, is that what this part where Gamzee was killing everyone is called? Is just murder
Yeah.
stuck?
Like Gamzee, Airden, and Vriska killing everyone is murder stuck.
Okay.
It's very on the nose. We got lyric stuck, where you make like an animation or some sort of music video, like an AMV, but Homestuck.
Yeah.
We got sad stuck when things are sad.
So is murder stuck like the way the Game of Thrones fans talk about the Red Wedding or whatever? I haven't seen any Game of Thrones.
Oh my god, the Red Wedding would have been like, oh my god. Sorry, my whole like, oh my god, like my brain is just warping around viewing the Red Wedding from the lens of Homestuck murder stuff. Because it was like equally invigorating, right? You were like no one expected the Red Wedding, I guess, unless you read the books. But I didn't read the books. Fuck reading.
I haven't read the books or watched the show.
I watched the show except for the second season, and then maybe some random episodes.
Wait, you just skipped season 2? Aren't there like 6 seasons?
Yeah. I just skipped season 2.
What? Why? What compelled you to just say this part of the show isn't important?
Oh, my friend Kyle wanted me to catch up, and I watched season 1 and then I forgot about it. And then season 3 was happening, and Kyle wanted me to watch with him. And I'm like, well, I haven't seen season 2, and he did not have time for that. So he like quickly summarized it for me, and then so,
as a side note, the reason why I'm not interested in Final Fantasy 16 is because people keep saying it's very Game of Thrones-esque. It's like I don't care.
I hear that's just from like the political intrigue and not from like doom and darkness of that type.
No, it's kind of, but it's the front half of Final Fantasy 16 is very Game of Thrones without the incest.
What's the point?
But then the back half of it, the game remembers that it's Final Fantasy and starts to do all the Final Fantasy tropes again.
Gotcha.
I already spent the last year and a half playing Final Fantasy 14. Do I need any more Final Fantasy tropes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of I very recently fixed my computer, and while it was broken, I beat Final Fantasies 4, 5, and 6 all in like 2 weeks.
That's so funny. The only Final Fantasies I've beaten, I have to look at Final Fantasy. No, that wasn't for the game. Oh yeah. So the only 2 Final Fantasy games I've ever beaten were a Final Fantasy Tactics Advance.
Okay.
And then Final Fantasy 12 Revenant Wings.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you only playing side games?
I played more. I just haven't beaten them.
That's fair.
I've gotten to some of the end bosses and just not beaten it from there.
Me and my friend Kyle got to the end of Final Fantasy VII Disc 1, and we're like, oh wait, that's like all we knew that happened in this game. What the fuck? And then we just never went back for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And then for Final Fantasy VIII, I got to the end of Disc 1, and then Disc 2 didn't work. And so it wouldn't transfer everything over. So I beat that last boss of Disc 1 in so many times trying to get it to work.
Mm.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you didn't have to suffer through the worst part of the draw system, but still, like, Final Fantasy VIII's plotline gets really good in, like, the last quarter.
Yeah.
Did your Final Fantasy VIII disc get scratched?
Better take it to a groomer.
Oh, God.
Jesus. I shouldn't be saying shit considering things I know about Doc Scratch from the future.
I know it can't be, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Can that just be a hard cut end of the episode?
Maybe.
No outros, no nothing else. It just stops.
I'll like,
right
because I have a post roll like that just automatically goes on the episodes that I upload. I'll just like remove it from this one. Man,
I want to leave every listener so confused when the show just stops.
No, just start the episode with that bit, and then make it seem like the episode's over.
Oh my god!
After a long
the
period
only
of silence.
episode I have a cold open.
Play it out of order. Just make it Homestuckian.
Yeah, because if we end the episode here or before there, you don't get to promote your shit, Justin.
That's why I said I know it can't happen.
Yeah, because you have to promote.
Because you didn't
chill.
Yeah.
I almost like let you talk about it at the beginning, and then I think I got distracted.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think we did like proper introductions, but I don't know.
No.
People know who I am.
Maybe
I don't know.
I don't know.
Should we introduce ourselves now?
Yeah, introduce yourselves now.
Hi, I'm Moosey. My pronouns are they, them.
Hi, I'm Tensei, not that one. My pronouns are he, they.
Explain that I've been calling you Justin this whole time and it's fine.
Tensei's a stage name. My real name is Justin, and Jackie has been in my house, so you know,
like consensually.
We know each other like in real life.
You took me out to a French restaurant once. Like, this is a consensual relationship we have. I'm not just in your house.
Yeah, literally the first time that we met up was like, hey, I don't have all my friends are online. I don't have any friends in town, and I was just gifted two reservations to this like really high class Michelin star restaurant. Do you want to come?
Yeah, it's great.
And then we had the best s'mores bullshit whatever that s'mores, I will ever have.
That s'mores has ruined me forever. Like, that's just the best thing. And then fucking the British Bake Off came out with that s'mores segment. No, the French have it right. What's up with you? You're right there.
S'mores stuck.
It was wild. This thing came out on a plate and it looked like just a half s'more, like it was a graham cracker, some chocolate, and then a marshmallow. But it was
the best fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, there was a reason it was one bite. I can't imagine eating more than that one bite.
I could imagine eating a whole goddamn plate of those.
Okay, fair enough. I was full by the end. I had to take leftovers.
Right.
Leftover French food from a high-class restaurant. Can I get a box?
They're probably not used to hearing that when they serve a tasting menu.
I felt so bad. And then apparently we were scaring the other patrons because we just kept talking about queer shit.
Oh.
Yeah, there was definitely the people right next to us kept glancing over and were definitely giving us "you're not supposed to be here" sort of vibes.
Who let the gays into the restaurant?
How unrefined.
It was a good time. Go to your local French restaurant if you suddenly get gifted money for it. Specifically.
Yeah. I will never be able to afford to go there again.
Right. Absolutely not. That's like that
was like $100 per meal.
Jesus Christ. It was a good time though.
Yeah.
So anyway, I know I'm not just like dead naming Justin or something. It's like Jax. The only reason I go by Jax is because I thought it was the cool internet name. Everyone else had 3-letter internet names. It's because everyone's non-binary.
Yeah, non-binary names are 3 letters.
I went by Jax, and I've explained this on the podcast before, but like everyone else had like these quirky little 3-letter names on Tumblr, and it's like it's because they're all fucking trans.
It's non-binary culture to either have a 3-letter name or name yourself after an inanimate object or an animal.
Yeah.
Or plant.
But so I went by Jax because it's like Jax the X, that's funny. And then Jax does Homestuck, that's fun. And now that's just how it is. Because it's not Jax does Homestuck anymore. Now it's stuck.
Now it's stuck and you can't escape it.
Jax stuck. That would be a nightmare for so many people.
I didn't mean to do that, but okay.
Anyway, so what do you do, Tensei? Not that one.
I hate that I have to do that on Homestuck related stuff.
I have problematic
is there
music.
Tensei?
Yeah.
Because there is a whole different Tensei that it was I don't know, part of the music team.
Mm.
And I found out about it one day because there was some discourse going on Twitter where somebody was like, "Hey, why is this person giving Tensei death threats?" I'm like, nobody's giving me any death threats. I'm not really involved in this fandom. What the fuck is going on? Turns out it's a whole different person who has made some really fucking cool music and really fucking questionable choices.
Oh.
Yeah,
I guess.
And that's you. That's him now on this podcast. Questionable.
It's not
choices
me. I did not.
Tensei music creator.
Okay, the back half of that is wrong. Questionable choices, yes. Music creator, absolutely not.
No one gets on this podcast without making some questionable choices.
Nobody makes a podcast without some questionable choices.
Everyone make a podcast immediately. That is the best choice you can make. Question, answer, yes.
I just don't know what I'd make a podcast about if I made a podcast.
I can offload you some of my ideas.
If you want.
I have one idea that takes just a lot of effort.
This podcast was almost a Shrek podcast. I started making a Dragon Age podcast, and that fell through before we could record the first episode.
I did see that the Dragon Age games are on sale, but I just want them on PlayStation 4.
I have that as my
Isn't
status.
That your? I was just saying, isn't that your Discord status right now?
I couldn't. Someone has told me that they wanted to get into Dragon Age, and I'm like, well, it goes on sale all the time because they didn't have a lot of money, and I couldn't remember who it was, so I just made it my status on Discord.
Hi everybody. My name is Justin, or Tensei, or whatever. I don't care. I do podcasts in the tabletop RPG area. You can find me over on Bard Rock Cafe as Nadir Kosain Amber. You can find me over on Random Rhapsody as David Copeland. You can find me on Neon Lights Roleplay on The Blade's Will as Kai Kudo. And probably a litany of other places
on my
between
other podcast,
now and
Fate
when
Gamer
this comes
Bro.
out.
Oh yeah, between that.
Yes. Yeah, you can find me on Fate Gamer Bro, which hasn't come out with a new episode in a while.
Because no one wants to talk to me about mobile games.
I'll talk to you about mobile games.
Hell,
mobile games are hard to talk about when you realize that it's actually just like the same 5 games over and over again.
Kill you. Justin!
I have opinions as a game designer.
I'll murder you. I know where you live. I have your house key.
Okay, look. I want to say there's not a problem with the games being the same. I say this because behind me there's like 40 different Dynasty Warriors games and I love them all.
Justin, you were on my podcast.
I know.
I've talked about like so many different games. Most of them don't fall into what people think about as mobile games. Like I didn't have Candy Crush on there once.
I don't think you've had anything by ABK on there.
Not yet.
Let's keep it that way.
I don't know if they keep buying up every mobile publisher. It might be
they'll never buy my company.
I downloaded a rhythm game and it's by the Clash of Clans people.
Mm.
I'm like, what? Why are you here?
I have played their shooty shoot game, Brawl Stars. It's the same people, right?
I have no idea.
Wait,
I just thought of
Brawl Stars
Hollow.
Clash of Clans.
Is it? I thought it was like the same company.
No, Brawl Stars is different than Brawlhalla.
Well, I know that. That's just what I immediately thought of. It's like that's what my mind jumped to. I was into Brawlhalla before it was cool, and then I stopped because I'm not good at those types of games.
Supercell.
Yeah.
What else have they made? They did make Clash of Clans. And probably some other stuff, but I can't navigate their site because there's a pop-up that I can't see.
Love it. I never got to talk about like the fucking mystery. Now I can't remember what Love and Pies. I didn't get to talk about Love and Pies. That has gay bear marriage and incest baiting.
Well, if you love bear marriage,
Speaking of, I would say, speaking of gay
Baldur's
bear
Gate
marriage,
3.
you want to play Baldur's Gate 3?
Oh, I know all about that. You think I don't know? You think I didn't see bear fucking as soon as it was posted on the...
I love Larian Studios, so
I have a love-hate relationship with Larian.
Just keep thinking of
they still owe me either a board game or $300.
True.
Ooh.
That's
well, I mean, that's rich coming from the Homestuck.
Right? We're still waiting on that game.
It was so funny.
Sort of.
To have Gio come on for the unofficial Homestuck Collection episode and just be like, yep, I'm not known for anything else. Gio was fun. That was a fun episode. Did you promo everything or did I interrupt you?
I don't know.
I'm
I do
also
a lot of
on
stuff.
Bard Rock Cafe. Sometimes.
Yeah.
A couple of times.
Hey, look. Here's what you do. You go follow me on Blue Sky
no one's
at
on
Tensei
Blue
Dragon.
Sky.
TenSeiDragon.
I'll link it.
Look, I'm working. By the time this episode comes out, I will have built an engine that's generating me about 10 codes a month.
Codes of what?
Invite codes for Blue Sky.
You could join Mastodon at any time.
I'm already on Mastodon. Mastodon is hard to look outside your own garden, which I don't really like because I want to pull multiple things in.
Get on Tumblr.
I've had multiple viral tweets about technology on my Mastodon.
Yeah. Look, I'm on dice.camp.
Oh yeah, I think I
as
follow you.
Yeah, I'm on the tabletop side of things. And I'm not going to lie, I really enjoy that. I've made some friends and I've done some networking on there, but it's really hard to look outside of that because I want to also get really cool art from kids animation onto my feed. And that's so many levels removed from tabletop that kind of stuff just isn't federated into it.
They just need to make more tabletop games about kids animation.
I have spent over $1,000 on Power Rangers board games.
I spent $100 on the Xena TTRPG off eBay.
I spent $50 on HiveSwap. Maybe more than that. I had the poster.
I've got behind me over here. A Power Rangers tabletop game, a Doctor Who tabletop game, Tales of Zadia. That's really fun.
I have the Adventure Zone game.
Isn't the Adventure Zone just D&D?
No, they made a specific tabletop game for it, where it's you draw a card for your location and a card for your what is going on in the location. You can have a cult on a train, and then what they're trying to get, the artifact that they're trying to go after. It's very fun.
Oh, is it a prompt-based game like Kubrick?
I don't.
Or is it more?
You'll have to ask.
Or is it more like a board game?
It's more like a board game. You'll have to ask Dami. I'm bad at talking about board games, but we played it.
Okay.
Also, we should have a meetup.
You guys should come over and you guys should come over and play board games. I literally have a board game room in my house.
Moosey, you promo.
I'm on itch.io. I make games and educational computer science things. You can find my stuff at moosady.com, moosadee.com. That links to various other places.
Do you want to promo that one comic you sent me?
I started making a webcomic kind of inspired by Homestuck. It's on the rachel.likespizza.com website. It's linked there.
It's good shit.
I only did 15 pages. I'll do more since the semester's over now.
Cool. Now the semester's over? Aren't we heading into a new one?
Yeah, in 3 weeks. I am anxiety.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, I love this like early GeoCities vibe.
It's so good, right? Anyway, I'm gonna end the episode.
Except minus an obnoxious background.
Yeah.
You will not have a seizure from this website.
You need to put particle effects everywhere and have auto-playing music.
Well, I have music up top. You can hit the play button. I just didn't auto-play it because I thought that would be annoying.
Right.
Yeah.
It is annoying, and that's why you should do it. Because that's the aesthetic.
That was a big thing for Tumblr blogs for a while, too. Like fucking MySpace. And
fucking hated it.
So bad.
MySpace taught me HTML, but apparently it didn't teach anybody else because holy shit, there were some Lisa Frank nightmares out there.
I brought a Lisa Frank like notebook to my psychiatrist, and it got commented on.
Am I seeing some Arrested Development here?
No, but we could watch it.
No, but that's not what I meant.
I know. I'm gonna end the episode because I told my mom, it's like, yeah, it should take like 2 hours. To be fair, it's her fault for taking so long to leave. It's like we've been recording for an hour and 45 minutes, which I love saying just so we can then see how long the episode ends up being at the end. I have some projects I'm working on. I have a Substack. I'm saying this, and it's going to come out in the future, and I'm not going to be doing my Substack anymore because I'm testing it out to see if it's a good idea since Twitter is dying. So that's...
I'm sorry, what is dying?
X.
The illegally named X.
Yeah, it's so good. So that's a thing. It's jaxyax.substack.com. It's for all my shit. So you'll get to hear. You'll get to see other shit that I'm doing. Maybe. I'm doing so much that I just don't tell anyone about because it's not as public facing. But here we are. Don't forget, I know I say this at the end, but sign up for my Ko-fi so I can eventually not have to work and I can just make my Shrek podcast, and my Dragon Age podcast, and my Left Behind series review podcast, and my Just Jax Yaks Chatting with Friends podcast, and my Queries podcast, which is a name that got stolen by like 3 other people because it's not that creative of a name, but where I talk to queer people, just normal everyday queer people about their queer experiences.
It's not about writing good queries for your Microsoft SQL database?
Unfortunately, I missed so many of the Microsoft SQL days. I was sick that week. So it could be.
It's not SQL, but there is one about Access.
My mom's calling. I need to end the episode.
Okay. Gotta go home.
I'll see you guys later.
Okay, bye. Come play tomorrow.